Hi, my friends. Today I have a message for you from Enki. And for those of you who don't know, I actually have an Anunnaki incarnation. I was one of the 7 Anunnaki scientists who created the Adamic Human genome. I will leave a link in the description box below to my video on the Sophia Codex, which explains a little bit more of my role in that situation. So if you want to check that out, it might help you to understand who I am. My name is Anma. So I am a sister of Enki, and I speak to him pretty often. And this is the first time I'm channeling a message for him. So let's try to get this with clarity because he would like to give you a little bit of an understanding of who we were as Nibiru Annunaki when we came down here and crafted the Adamic Human genome. Yes, I speak to you today as Enki, as Ea, Ea, as Poseidon, as many names known and unknown on your world. I have incarnated in various forms as a human. Many of my soul fragments exist now incarnated in humanity. And I speak to you today to give you some clarity because you deserve it, to understand what happened in terms of our perspective when we created the Adamic Human. Yes, indeed, this was a violation of cosmic law. And yes, I knew that when we came down here. To offer clarity, we were a species that had been relatively isolated from the larger galactic picture, and we did not fully understand the ramifications of creating a reproductive species. I would like to offer some clarity about Enlil, because there has been a misconception on your world about who Enlil was and what he had done. He has often been painted as evil, and I have been painted as a benevolent, paternalistic father figure. That is a human distortion and a human misconception. Enlil does possess a genetic resonance that predisposes him to emotional dysregulation. But we were brothers and we were rivals, in a sense. We did work together, but there was a rivalry that existed between us. It is similar to your accounts of the story in the Bible of Cain and Abel. However, when we came here, Enlil was actually the pragmatic one. He was the one who realized that creating a reproductive species would have ramifications that I did not foresee. It was my decision to create the reproductive species, and I did it without his knowledge. From there, a rivalry evolved between us, in which Enlil did take a darker path. However, he too has had many incarnations as opportunities for his soul growth, and has paid quite the karmic debt, as have I. When we came here, again, we were immature, we were naive. We did not fully understand what would happen. But I tell you this, and I tell you this with certainty, that I created the Adamic Human. It was my idea to do so because I believed in human potential. I saw timelines in which humans ascended to greater heights than those that we had achieved. And this was why I rolled the dice and created you. Again, I was naive and I did not understand the evil machinations of the dark agenda. I did not understand how pervasive they could be. And I speak of the Orion group, I speak of the Dracos, I speak of the gray agenda, I speak of all of the negative agenda, the cabal on your world. I did not fully see that picture. And it is with regret, remorse, and contrition that I speak to you for all that you have suffered as a species today. I am not asking for your forgiveness, although I hope in time when you understand me better that you might extend it. But it is not something that I have earned in any capacity. What I will say is that throughout the suffering of humanity, I have suffered with you in my incarnations. I do understand the brutality of the world that has been inflicted upon you. And I come to you today not as a benevolent paternalistic figure, for I did once view you as my children. Now I view you as my brothers and sisters. And again, when you understand the potential that you have as a species, a potential to rise much farther, higher in the heights of conscious experience than those of us Anunnaki possessed and still possess to this day. You will understand why I took the gamble and created life. But that was not mine. It was not my right to do so. And in that violation of cosmic law, it is with a contrition, it is with a heavy heart that I have seen your suffering. What I tell you now is that you have been liberated. And yes, in various ways, I have played a hand in helping to liberate the human species because I love you. I am you. But I am not here to seek recognition for that, just to let you know that I am on your side. Moreover, it was with a father's love, although again, I do not view you as my children anymore. But it is with a father's love that I express how proud I am of you because in terms of the millennia and the eons of your suffering, you never lost the soul resonance and the God consciousness and the impetus to love, which is the impetus of God consciousness. It is the essential force that ties us all to the one creator. You never lost that, and you fought for it, and you fought for it, and you have won. The cabal is dead on your world. They are done, and they are scared of you. Many races in the galaxy are scared of humans, not because they fear your immaturity or your wrath, but because they know that the potency and the power and the potential that you possess will far exceed their own. I'm going to leave it here because it's very hard to channel Enki. He has a lot more to say, but he's not asking for forgiveness. He's not. He just wants you to understand that the picture is a lot less clear than the messages that we've been given. Okay, he says he's going to come back and give us more messages and more clarity about some of the things that have happened and some of the things that are happening when the time is right. Thank you so much for listening to this message. I hope you are all well.